Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from simpleprogrammer.com. So I thought I'd do a video today, just finish my run. I haven't done a video outside here for a while because I've been pretty dang tired after the run, to be honest with you, and I haven't thought of any like great ideas while I was running. But I was actually just finishing my run and I sprinted off at the end, which is something I usually do. I mean, my last mile is usually my fastest mile. And it made me think of, like, why do I do this and what is this concept? So I'm sure you've heard the concept before, the concept of finishing hard, right? But I don't know if I've ever heard anyone talk about why that's important and what it actually means, to finish hard. So whenever I do a run, I try to, like I said, sprint that last bit if I can. I don't do it all the time, but, I try to, right? Because in general, it's a really good idea to finish hard, right? So finish good, be a good finisher. And the reason why this is so important, there's a couple of reasons, but the main reason why it's important to finish hard is because when you get close to the end of something, a project, right, a run, workout, whatever it is, when you get close to the finish line, close to your goal, the difficulty starts to increase greatly. If you want a good story of this, Odysseus, right? He's on his way home, right, from his journey. If you're familiar with the tale, if not, it's a good one to read. But he's almost there, right? And then he screws up, right? And he gets blown all the way back. All he had to do, he opens up the bag that has the wind in it, right? That was captured. If you're not familiar with the story, you can imagine, right? But anyway, he's on this long journey. He's almost to the end. He can see, home in sight. He's been away for years. And he opens up the bag. And I think it has a north wind in it, and it blows his ship all the way back. You have to start over again. And so when you're getting close to your own goals, what will happen a lot of times is the difficulty will increase, right? It'll rapidly get much more difficult, and that's why you fail, right? You get 90% done with a project, you almost reach your goal, right? Everyone has this problem. And so the thing is, you want to spend as little time as possible in the end zone, right? And that 10% that's left, where you're at 90% complete, you want to spend as little time there as possible, because your chance of failure, the closer you are to the goal, increases. You think that it's going to decrease. You think as you get closer, you'll get more motivation. But believe me, from coaching tons of people, from my own personal experience, you're on that diet. You're so close to reaching your goal, and then you fail at the end, right? You're fine up until that 90% point. So being a finisher, finishing hard, right? Finishing strong is really the better word. Finishing strong is about accelerating your time through that trepidatious waters, right? That's the place where you're most likely to fail. So you want to get through that quickly. That's the number one reason, right? So when you're getting close to the end of something, right? When you can see the end in sight, you're finishing up your project, you're finishing up your book, you're finishing up your workout, finishing up your goal. Hit it hard, hit it twice as hard, hit it 3 times as hard at the end. That's when you kick it in and you burn through that, so you don't spend a lot of time in that serious danger zone. So that's number one reason. The second reason why to finish strong is because it will build up the endurance for the next thing. If you finish strong, you'll start strong, okay? If you finish weak, you're gonna start off weak. When you're doing something, that's why sometimes it's good, like if you're doing some kind of project, to finish on a high note. So when you pick up the next day, you're eager to go again. You don't wait until you slow down and get burned out and get tired. You finish strong. So anyway, I thought I would share that bit with you. Useful in a lot of context in life. I think finishing strong. I don't always remember to do it myself, but the more that you do that, the more that you're gonna see success, and you're gonna be able to be a finisher at all. It's such a tragedy to make it 90% of the way, and then in the last 10% to get knocked to the ground and not make it. So in order to combat that, finish strong. All right, well, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.